Bogard, a high-ranking Marine officer and the trusted right-hand man of Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp, was present during the legendary God Valley incident 38 years ago. He accompanied Garp and the other Marines in the chaotic clash against both the Rocks Pirates and the Roger Pirates, two of the most formidable crews in history. Although true strength and abilities remain largely unknown, his close association with Garp and his presence in such a monumental battle suggest that he possessed considerable skill and combat capability. That's why I decided to place him at this level, a recognition of both his potential and the caliber of warriors he stood alongside. At this time, Rayleigh and Gabon are either approaching or already at their prime, which is why I placed them at Yonko level. Their strength, experience, and mastery of combat make them capable of standing toe-to-toe with the most powerful figures of their era, proving that they truly belong among the elite. Whitebeard at the God Valley incident was not yet in his prime. At that time, he hadn't fully mastered his abilities, experience, or haki to the same extent he would later in life. During this event, he was still a member of the Rocks Pirates, not yet the legendary, strongest man in the world. He was still in the process of growing stronger, sharpening his combat instincts, and developing his mastery over both the Gura Gura no Mi and his conqueror's haki. Now, there's actual evidence to support this. According to One Piece magazine volume 9, Edward Newgate, better known as Whitebeard, reached his most cherished strength at the age of 38. This detail is important because the God Valley incident happened 2 years earlier, when Whitebeard was around 36 years old. In other words, he was already an incredibly powerful fighter, a true monster even back then, but he still hadn't reached his absolute peak. The Whitebeard we saw at God Valley was young, full of raw, untamed power, and already one of the strongest members of the Rocks Pirates. However, his haki mastery, battle experience, and physical power were still developing, so while he wasn't at his prime yet, he was definitely getting close to it, standing right on the edge of becoming the man who would later be feared and respected across the seas as the strongest man in the world. During this time, Roger was clearly not yet in his prime, as there were still aspects of haki he didn't fully understand. Garp explained to him that armament haki is an invisible armor capable of harming devil fruit users and even overpowering their abilities. When Roger questioned why his armament and Conqueror's haki had failed against an opponent also using Conqueror's haki, Garp clarified that their powers had clashed and cancelled each other out, and that Roger needed to surpass his opponent's haki to break through. Still, even without being in his prime, Roger was already an absolute monster. And it's certain that both Roger and Garp would grow even stronger. As Rayleigh later explained, when facing an opponent whose haki is stronger than your own, your power will increase as long as you overcome the battle, pushing you beyond your previous limits. At God Valley, Garp was slightly stronger than Roger, and there's a clear reason why. During this time, Garp was already near his peak, with complete mastery over all forms of haki and monstrous physical strength that could rival any pirate. He was known across the seas a man whose fists could shatter an island and whose spirit stood unbreakable even before the strongest foes. Domi Reversi rocks for me is weaker than normal rocks, because the original rocks feel stronger. He had complete control over his battle IQ, intellect, powers, experience, mastery of haki, and overall combat skills. What's your thoughts about this Nakama? Comment it down below.